Hi everyone, today we are doing Love Beyond Valentine's reading. I have my cinnamon stick for cleansing the air. I have some rose petals and a wax something. I don't know what I was trying to make when I made it, but we have three decks. If I could, Light and Light Coast, both of these are mine, and we have the I think it's Jane Austen Tarot deck. Yeah, this one. So let's start. Let's start by cleansing the energies, and we ask the God, Spirit, Angels, Universe to help us release any resistance, any anger, any frustration, any anxiety, any fear, to help us shed the pain, the past, the negativity, the fear, the illusions, the trauma, the drama. We ask to release it all, and we ask to be set free so we can rise above the pain that we feel. We can rise above the darkness that exists in our hearts, in our minds, in our 3D reality. We choose light over any negative feeling we may have. We choose love. We choose beauty. And we choose to see beyond the 3D. We choose to see beyond the negativity. We choose to align with our highest best and the highest possible timeline, so we can create a life, create a situation that aligns with our purpose, with our mission. I ask my guides to help me ground and help everyone watching this video ground, and I let go of any sadness, anger, fear, anxiety, any negative feeling that may be holding them back. I choose to release the pain that I've been feeling up until now, and I choose to open myself up to new opportunities, to new possibilities, new connections, new love, love beyond labels, love beyond expectations, love beyond the mundane, the casual, the illusions, the lies. And I choose to love myself first and foremost. We all choose to love ourselves, each other. We place value on what we bring to the table. And if we need it, we do not shy away from standing up for ourselves. We have learned our lessons in our past, and we have learned to release things that no longer serve us. We have learned to be open to new connections. We have learned our lessons from the past failures, and we are ready for more. Alright, let's start our reading on Love Beyond Valentine's. I wanted to do this as a series, but I genuinely do not know for how long I'll be able to keep up with it right now. So let's start this as a day one reading, and we'll see where we go as the days go. Okay, let me fix the cards a bit. Sorry, I record with one hand and manage everything else with the other, which is a bit difficult. So it's kind of awkward. And spread them out for pulling easily. I shuffle them all before um, starting recording, simply because it's kind of awkward for me to do it with one hand legitimately. It's kind of hard. Okay, so let's see, what messages do we have for Love Beyond Valentine's. Okay, let's start with the tarot. Four of Spades. So not Four of Spades, Four of Clubs, which is Four of Wands in standard tarot. So Four of Wands is definitely a card of celebration, card of opportunities, a card of chances, maybe second chances if you are really looking forward to give those to someone. But I do have a sense, at the very least, that this card is about creating a stable foundation. Yeah, we have stability, A set of well trimmed bonnet speaks of one's wealth and status, Jane Austen. So let's remember that. Okay, so yeah, I feel the first kind of love that you need to start feeling and acknowledging is the love for yourself. Should I keep this here, or will it be too much? Nah, it looks fine. No, okay, let's not. Sorry. Yeah, the first thing that you need to think about right now for love beyond Valentine's is the love that you have for yourself. And it is not as easy as it sounds. This is the light codes, and it's a perfect message with this card. It's not as easy as it sounds. It's not as easy as people make it out to be or think it is. It's challenging in itself, and it has its own sets of uh, demons and all. So, yeah, the first thing you need to do is forgive the pain that soulmates across your life again. Uh, I would like to say forgive the pain that people have caused to you in previous romantic connections. Obviously, it has not been easy, otherwise, we would not have uh, this set of cards. But I feel even if the people that you thought were soulmates were not soulmates, it's time to maybe forgive them the best way you can. Obviously, forgiveness doesn't mean that you need to forget the pain that they caused or give them a way out of any kind of guilt if they feel it. It's just that sometimes you have to forgive experiences for your own sake so you can be happy, so the experiences, the negative feelings that they inside stop haunting you. So I feel the first kind of love that you need to acknowledge is the love that you need to feel for yourself. And because of that love, you need to start forgiving your past. Again, forgiving your past does not mean that you need to forgive a person who caused you enormous heartache and pain. It just means that you need to forgive life for bringing that person into your life, and forgive yourself for falling for their trap or whatever it is that you're telling yourself. But so forgiveness is really the key, because unless you do that, you will be resentful, and you will carry that resentment in all your connections, in all your relationships, and in all, even outside of connections. I feel this kind of resentment usually shows in life. It doesn't really all go away. And then we have the justice and the eight of swords, eight of spades, which is swords. So yeah, there is a need to stop yourself from uh, yeah, maybe you're kind of a little bit reminiscent of the idea of what could have been at the time with a person who was not really ready to invest in the connection anyway. And I feel that has bothered you for a very, very, very long time now, because you expected that connection to lead to something. But sometimes it's not that the people are not that people in our lives are not ready to give us what we deserve. Sometimes it's that we do not deserve what they have to give. And it's really a humbling moment when life teaches us to ask for better, and it's not all that easy to start doing that. So I feel, yeah, you may be stuck with the previous card and this set of cards. I feel you may be stuck, um, hung up on a person who's not really in your life, and even if they were, they would likely not add any value at all. Yeah, there is definitely a need to forgive your past because it has caused you too much pain. And yeah, you may be waiting for justice to happen, waiting for things to work out in a way that would make you happy. But sometimes we just have to forgive. That's the best we can do, and that's the best that can be done in a situation. Sometimes forgiveness does not need to happen to forgive the other person, it needs to happen so you can forgive yourself, you can forgive life, you can forgive situations, you can forgive this need to be proven right by the universe. And it's not that the universe will not give you confirmation that you were right, but if you're really waiting for a public apology over a realization that someone did not treat you right, I feel that might not be happening all that well. Because uh, first of all, some people don't even mean uh, sorry when they say it. Let's not forget that. And then, like, some people are not really capable of apologizing, of truly feeling the enormity of pain that they have caused others. And when that happens, uh, we need to kind of understand that and rise above that, knowing that okay, this person is not good for me. I know that the world knows that, the universe knows that. I feel every fucking entity, energy, anything that fucking exists in 5D or whatever knows that. It's just that if you're waiting for them to realize that they were not good for you, it might not happen, because some people are not capable of having that depth of emotions, and you have to forgive them for that, because that's the best they can do. And I know it's not good enough in any fucking context, but there's really nothing that they can offer you. So instead of holding on for them to change, realize that some people cannot change, and it's not because of you, it's not because of what you made them feel or did not make them feel. It's because that they are incapable of feeling a certain way, and it's time to walk away from that experience. It's time to focus on colors. It's time to focus on things that make your life colorful, that make your life eventful, that make you happy. So it's really really time for you to focus on your own healing. You know what you need, your body knows what it needs, your soul knows what it needs, but it's time for you to start actively pursuing and working to fulfill your own needs. It's time to acknowledge what you desire and release what you don't. It's time to choose yourself over any fucking kind of illusion that people may offer you. It's time to listen to your instincts. It's time to listen to your body. It's time to listen to your soul. It's time to forgive if you can forgive. And if you can't forgive, it's time to choose better anyway. It's time to forgive yourself at the very least. It's time to be open to new experiences, because the universe will bring these new experiences to you if you are open to them. Yeah. You may have gone through a lot of harsh experiences, but trust that those experiences were not there to challenge you. You had to deal with those situations because the universe kind of wanted to test you, and the universe wanted to prepare you of what could happen if you were not careful. And you need to express gratitude for that lesson and release it. No, nothing and no one truly abandons you. Whether it's nature, Mother Earth, universe, nothing truly really abandons you. The universe is kind to you even when it's harsh to you, and that's something that we need to realize. The divine does not want to cause any pain to anyone. I think that's not what they want to do, but there are lessons that souls, people need to learn, and there are karmas that need to be resolved. And yeah, that sometimes causes painful outcomes for you. Maybe you caused this person some kind of harm in a previous life without realizing it or despite realizing it, and that may be why they had to hurt you this time. And yeah, you don't remember causing any pain to anyone, but really, do you remember every fucking thing that happens in your life? Again, I'm not blaming you for anything, and I don't want you to blame yourself for anything. Um, yeah, you may have caused this person some kind of harm in a previous life or in some version of reality, and which is why they had to hurt you this time. So it's not, yeah, it doesn't really excuse their behavior, but it kind of offers you a new perspective over stuff, over life. And I feel the person that you were with that hurt you was kind of superficial. They did not have the capacity, the ability to look beyond depth. They may have beauty, if you want to call it, but they did not have really any brain. Also, I feel this person may be deceitful, a kind of a liar. Maybe they were looking out for their own best interest and did not really care for the price that you paid for them looking out for themselves. Again, this is not an excuse for their behavior, but sometimes you won't really be able to walk away until you forgive the pain. It's time to release the broken toys. It's time to realize that this person was not good for you. It's time to work towards your own dreams, work towards your own goals, and if that's a new connection, it's time to start dating. And I know it's easier said than done, believe me, I do know that, but it's time to do something because you are ready for it. You do not want to stay stuck in a situation that you're anyway not happy in. So you are ready for it. Your light is shining even if you can't realize it right now. There is a need to heal and forgive the pain, that's for sure. I keep getting this message no matter what card I pull. So I think the first thing that we need to talk about is the pain that you feel because of whatever you went through and what you can do now to forgive it. Because it's definitely not an easy task. But you need to know that your light continues to shine. There is a need to step into your own power, really, with the Queen of Clubs and the Empress here. Yeah, forgiveness. We have another card for forgiveness. I feel I'm getting the same message no matter what card I'm pulling right now, so I might close this reading for now. Yeah, you need to forgive, you need to forgive, you need to forgive. And again, it may be an exercise, it may be a chore, and how you do that will be different. Maybe write a letter to yourself, forgiving yourself, maybe like a letter to yourself, forgiving them and releasing it in fire, or maybe go to a temple, whatever makes sense to you. But there is a need to forgive, there is a need to forgive, there is a need to forgive. That's what I have. That's the message that I keep getting no matter which card I pull. So um yeah, be aware of that. Let's close this reading for now because I'm basically pulling the same message again and again and again. But there is a need to start living your life. There is a need to acknowledge the lesson that you had to learn. It may take time. It obviously is going to take time with so many cards around the same message. But there is a need to start forgiving yourself for the pain that you experienced. Have faith that things will work out for you just fine, even if they're not where you want them to be. You have two queens. So friendship may be a key to forgiveness, really. Talk about your experience with your friends, try to resolve it with them, discuss how you felt. Again, it's not really easy, but it can be done. And that's a new foundation that you can build your future on. Forgiveness and kindness to yourself. All right, let's see what we get in the next reading. Bye bye.